Hi, I'm Miss Hughes and I'm going to try and teach you today ways of working out the significance of particular causes. I'm going to try and teach you something today that I use with my classes and we call it the diamond. It enables you to work out the most important cause right the way down to the least important cause and everything in between. And for this you will need these stickies and one of these. First thing you have to do is get all the causes of a particular event down on a post-it note, one on each post-it. One of the easiest ways to explain this technique is to try it with something that has nothing to do with history first. And in this case, we're going to take the example of a car accident. Why did the car crash? The tyres on the car had not been checked for a year. The car had no MOT. A lorry had shed its load of nails on the road. The tyres on the car were almost bald. A cat ran out in front of the car and it swerved. A car hit a patch of nails in the road and the tyre blew up. The car hit a tree. Then, when you've got them in the right time order, you have to now decide which one you think, in your opinion, is the most important cause, the most significant cause of the car crash. The most important cause, in my opinion, was the lorry shed its load on the road. So that one goes on the top. The next most important factor for me was that the cat ran out in front of the car. So that goes on the next level down. I also think that there was another equal reason behind this, and that would be that the car hit the patch of nails because it swerved from the cat. And you work your way down until you have the diamond. Now, it's not enough just for your opinion in a question like this. You have to test your opinion, so I have to try and prove that what I believe is the most important significant factor is the most important significant factor. And the way you do that is by taking it away. If you take away a factor and the event still would happen, that means the factor was not that important or not that significant. So if I took away the factor that the tyres had not been checked for a year, could this accident still have happened? I think yes, it could have still happened because the cat still ran out in front of the car, the lorry had still shed its load and the wheels still got burst by the nails. However, if I took away the lorry shed its load of nails on the road, could the accident still have happened? I'm now changing my mind because I think that even if you took that factor away, the accident could still happen because the cat ran out in front of the lorry. What I will do now is rearrange my diamond. Now I've got my diamond in the order I think that it should go in, most significant down to least significant. This is where I can then start writing either a paragraph, if that's what they're after, or my essay. Now we've tried that activity with a very easy event. Now we're going to try it with something harder. The rise of Stalin. Why did Stalin rise to power in 1928? As with all historical events, there are usually many, many different reasons why they happened. And your job in the exam is to work out not only what the reasons are, but which one the most significant reason is. Stalin's background and his loyalty to the party on one post-it note. The weakness of his opposition. The incident of Lenin's testament. The fear of Bonapartism would be another cause. Stalin's position as General Secretary. His removal of opposition. New members of the party were easily influenced, and everybody underestimated Stalin. I decide that I think the most important reason why Stalin was able to rise to power was because of his position as General Secretary. So I put that at the top. I believe the next most important reason why Stalin rose to power was because of the opposition and their weakness. And the opposition means Trotsky, but also the removal of the opposition from the left and right. Thirdly, was because of his background within the party. And you work your way down until you have the diamond. I now have my diamond shape with the most important factor in my opinion at the top to the least important factor of Stalin's rise to power at the bottom. But that's not enough. It is just my opinion. I have to back it up with my evidence. So I'm going to start with my most important factor. Stalin's position as General Secretary meant that he was in a position to know everything about other members within the party. I believe, therefore, that if you took that away, he would not have a power base to rise to power. So I do think that's an important factor. Stalin was underestimated by other members of the party. Being underestimated meant that he was given the position of General Secretary. Therefore, he was in a position to find the information about other members of the party and rise to power. Now, you've done the hard part. The hard part is putting it into the right significant order for you. You've made a judgment because you have the most important reason. The most important reason why Stalin rose to power was because. However, another significant factor was. A third quite important or significant factor was, and you work your way right the way down to the least important factor, and you've made a judgment. Your essay, therefore, is a judgment in itself, and your conclusion just backs that up One of the big things that happens in an exam often is you run out of time to get to the conclusion. And if you've waited till the conclusion to make that judgment, you won't get a chance to get the higher grades. This way, you've already got it in the essay. And really, that's all there is to it. I hope this diamond activity has been useful for you, and I've been Miss Hughes.